there's been a good relationship, because with all these that you are saying, if there is that synergy between the government and the church, we should see more progress, in society than we're seeing, and we should grow with speed than we are.
I would say, to some extent, there's been some cooperation. And I would say also that, to another extent, there's been tagging of the church
as political.
Yes, we've come to a place where in this country, if a particular government is in power and the church says anything, or a clergyman says anything, then he belongs to the opposition. And so we don't look at things through the eyes of objectivity anymore. We look at the things, and you can't, you are saying something that is a fact. And because it's a particular government that is in power, it means that you belong to the opposition. That characterization, it's dividing the church. And it's political. The politicians intentionally did it. They did it to divide and rule the people. Because if they tagged the leaders and the opinion leaders, if they tagged them, then when you spoke, when there was the need, nobody will listen, because then you are tainted in a certain way.
How do we paint this truth so that through the eyes of objectivity, we are able to correct that, because it is really making us sink as a people?
I've had people in the corridors of power talk to me and say that, "Bishop, don't stop speaking." And I've said, "But you've tagged me."
People in the corridors of power have told you not to stop speaking.
They said, "Bishop, don't stop speaking, because when you stop speaking, this country will sink."
Do they hear the attacks that come when you?
So I said, "But once you speak, they release attack dogs on you. They say, oh, it's intentional. Because we know when you speak, people listen." Years ago, there was a survey conducted around West Africa, and random survey, and they asked, if you had a problem, who do you want to deal with your problem? Then they gave the list: politicians, chiefs, celebrities, etc. The name that came on top were clergy. They said, if we had a case, we want the clergy
to deal with
it. Followed by celebrities, and then chiefs. Before the politicians ranked sixth,